Hello, Comets sports fans, and welcome to Colerain High School for some Week 7 GMC action. The Comets are coming up hot after a big homecoming win against Middletown last week, 17-14, and tonight should be a great matchup. We just witnessed kickoff. Colerain starting with the ball at their own 19-yard line. My name is Adam Little, joined alongside my partner for this broadcast, Isaac Vargo. And Isaac, we're just getting started, rolling right into it.
Yeah, we got two teams that have played different sides of the season so far. Colerain with an 0-6 record at home here for the homecoming game. Trying to get something started.
That first one's going to be a handoff to junior running back Greg Williams. And he'll be wrapped up behind the line for a 3-yard loss.
Their guy, Greg Williams, 53 attempts for 285 yards and 3 touchdowns on the season. Colerain is a very run-heavy team. They have 170 rushes on the season, only 70 passes, so see a lot of run defense from the Comets get this win today.
Ball's on the 17 now after that 2-yard loss. Sean Billups takes the snap, drops back, looking towards the right side of the field, and knocked away by Charlie Raymond, the senior corner.
Yeah, this is Sean Billups' first game back, and he is a second game back, and it is his. He can throw the ball, he can sling it. Not a lot of quarterbacks that have came to this school can throw the ball like he can. He's got 17 attempts for 30 attempts, 17 completions for 140 yards and a touchdown last week. Now we have a third down and long here for the Cardinals.
Billups drops back, looking towards the middle of the field, and intercepted by senior Kyle Wilson. He's trying to take it to the house near the right side of the sideline, and he dives in for the score.
Yeah, Kyle Wilson, just not a good read there from Billups. Right in the middle of the field, just an easy pitch and catch for a pick six. Early start for the Comets, early.
Yeah, hot start for the Comets, building off that momentum from last week. And Kyle Wilson, what a senior year he's had. He's really been a breakout start. Didn't play on varsity last year. Was more of a leader on JV, and now this year just really taking 5,000 steps forward.
Yeah, a kid that flies around the field is, as you said, a senior. Didn't play last year, a lot of snaps for the varsity team, but is a star on that defense, and he's got his third interception on the year for the Comets, and they're getting going early. They got to keep this Colerain offense on the field as long as they can and get stops like they just did.
Extra point is good.
And the extra point is good by the Cardinals. So we're a minute into the game here, Isaac, and the Comets already have 7 points on the board. They didn't even start on offense.
Yeah, it looks like just for Colerain, they just got to slow down and do what they do best. They've been a program that's been very successful over the last decade, and that's running the ball. And they got a really good guy in Greg Williams, and I think if they can just get started and run the ball early, they'll have a lot more success. Throwing the ball was not their forte, so for the Comets, Great start. I mean, 3 plays, nothing better you could ask for, and they just got to stop the run, and it should be a good game here for the Comets if they can get going like they just did.
Back to kick for the Comets is going to be the sophomore Max Gogol.
Number 21, Ryan O'Brien. Number 23, Cameron Evans.
And Ricardo Lofton, one of the 2-man back for Colerain to receive as Gogol boots it towards the middle. Lofton will receive at about the 2, and he's going to take it himself past the 15 and tackled by Kai Wolfolk on special teams at the Colerain 18.
Yeah, as Colerain heads into their second possession of the ball game, watch out for number 19, Terrell Burton. He had a phenomenal game last year against the Comets with 11 receptions for 121 yards. As we said before, they're not good at throwing the ball, definitely not their best, but they got a star junior here, and see if they have those third down opportunities, they'll go to him.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking more about last year's matchup between the Comets and Cardinals. Last year was a historic game. More on that to come as Billups will line up in the shotgun. Williams is his back. This one's going to be a handoff, but wrapped up after a 3-yard gain. Leading the charge is Ryan Davis.
On the tackle for Mason.
Yeah, and how the Comets had so much success last year in this game is stopping the
Second down
run.
and 7.
The Colerain Cardinals had an average of 2.5 yards on the ground with 41 carries. So if the Comets can do what they just did, 3 yards on the first attempt, they're going to have a great game.
Billups takes the shotgun snap, looking towards the right side of the field, and finds Smith on a quick hitch route for a 5-yard pickup. Still 2 yards to go on third down.
Yeah, it just looks like they're just trying to get settled with the throw. Looks like Sean Billups has been the guy throwing the ball. They're just going to try to air it out early, it seems like. So we'll see how that pairs out for them. It's 3rd and 2 early.
9:50 remains in this first quarter here at Cardinal Stadium. Ryan Davis showing pressure on the outside. This one's going to be a handoff to Williams, but stuffed immediately by the senior captain, Kai Woolfolk, right at the line. Maybe picks up 1 yard on the carry, but still will be stopped short of the first down.
Kai Woolfolk with a great stop there. Committed to West Point for football, Army, and the kid is super strong, has a lot of heart, and great tackle there. Now we have a punt situation here for the Cardinals.
Back to punt will be the junior tight end, Cooper Krieg, 6'5", 210. Good-looking player, but he can also get it done on the special teams as he has a line drive kick there. Fair caught by Brandon Dunn at the Comets' 39-yard line. So the first offensive possession for the Comets tonight.
Yeah, and if you're the Comets here, you gotta take shots early. I think you haven't had great success with shots down the field with an early 7-0 lead, and looks like you're very comfortable on defense. You got to work on some of those long passes. So I think Braden Greer, we've been talking about it every single game. He's got to get going early.
And I tell you what, a surprise for the Comets. Behind center is the senior Quinn Brown. We were expecting him to be out for the season with a shoulder injury, but Brown was cleared earlier this week as he has the jet toss to Colin Billhorn. He'll pick up about a yard. But a big surprise and relief for the Comets. They were expecting him to be out all year, and they've got him for these final 4 weeks.
Yeah, great to see Quinn Brown out there. Really a big quarterback, a very skilled quarterback. Unfortunately, he did have that injury early in the year, but seeing him out there is great.
Comets try to ease him in this game. I think it's safe to say we could potentially only see him play the first half, especially the way this game started. Brown is going to hand it off to Blevins, and Blevins falls forward for 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah, it looks like Blevins the past couple weeks has been the guy to run the ball and run the ball effectively here for this Comets team, and a team that lost Sky Talley due to eligibility. Yeah.
Transfer eligibility.
It's a 3rd and 5 here.
Yeah, and Blevins, we saw him step in heavily last game, had a nice game on homecoming. It's 3rd and 5 now. 7:43 left in this first. It's Brown. Will hand it off to Blevins, and he's not going to get much, maybe a yard. So it'll be 4th and 4 for the Comets. An interesting decision here for Coach Kastner and his team. And Isaac just look like they're going to bring the punt team on.
Yeah, a great stop there from the Colerain Cardinals. Something they definitely need. If the Comets go down and get maybe 3 on a big drive, drive takes a long time. It'd be really tough for the Cardinals to get back in this game. But now giving your offense more time to conduct and get down the field is great for them.
And quarterback Quinn Brown is their punter, so we could potentially see a fake here. 4th and 4 now for the Comets at their own 45. Brown back to punt with 7 even on the clock. He will boot it away. Caught at the 19. But great open field tackle there. Stephen McCalmont, the senior defensive back.
Yeah, Steve McCalmont on the special teams past couple of weeks has been amazing, and he's a senior, as we said before. Great kid at defense. He's on that corner slot. He's going to have the assignment this week, it looks like, of Terrell Burton, that guy we were talking about earlier on the outside. So here, if you're the Colerain Cardinals, you just got to figure out what works. in this drive. And first couple drives, nothing was really working. You got to figure out what works here.
6:52 now on the clock in this first quarter as the Cardinals offense is back for the third time now.
On the carry for the Cardinals, number 15, Tristan Cornish.
Tristan Cornish takes the carry there for a 1-yard pickup.
Yeah, and here for the Comets, we're bringing a lot of pressure, trying to get in the backfield early. And 2nd and 9 here. We got 6.5 to go in the first quarter. And great job here from the Comets even. Something really good to see.
Billups takes the shotgun snap, looking towards the right side of the field. Quick pass to R.J. O'Brien. Pick up 8 yards there. Not enough for the first down.
Yeah, something probably on the scouting report. The Comets haven't done a great job of those little curl routes, guarding those and defending them effectively. So it looks like that's going to be the game plan here for Billups, and that's a good pass there. It's a little bit of a confidence builder here on his homecoming game.
Yeah, and despite that interception, Cardinals not going to lose faith in their quarterback. He threw the ball 30 times last week against Lakota East, and before that game they only had 60 total pass attempts, so already had half the amount of passes they'd thrown in the first 5 weeks. So they definitely have faith in Billups, who was suspended the first 5 weeks, but he's back in for the Cardinals.
Looks like they're going to give the Cardinals the first down here, so it's a new set of downs. Generous spot there. A new set of downs here for the Cardinals.
Billups drops back, feeling some heat from the Comets defensive line, and intercepted again. Ryan Davis this time. The outside linebacker and the junior picks up an interception.
Just looks like Billups is just a little bit uncomfortable rolling out in the pocket. Looks like maybe a missed throw or miscommunication for the Cardinals, and just another opportunity here for the Comets to get going early and to spread away here from the Colerain Cardinals.
The Comets will start with beautiful field position already near the Colerain red zone at the 24-yard line. Tammy Adesanya is the back end for the Comets. His first time on offense tonight. Brown still the quarterback. He's in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolling to the right. He tries to find Colin Billhorn, but makes the safe throw near the sidelines as that goes out of bounds.
Just a smart throw there from Quinn Brown. The games he's had experience with, he's learned that just you got to make the smart throw. You don't have to push anything, especially on 1st and 10 in the red zone, up 7 early. You just throw it out of bounds. You don't got to take the risk of getting that extra 8 yards, especially on first down. And as we saw there, Adesanya, he won't be in the backfield this time, but he got the chance that time with more of a power back.
Billhorn in motion. There'll be a flag thrown. Likely going to be offsides on the Cardinals. So that'll make this second down a little bit more manageable.
So it'll be a second and more attainable here for the Comets. Would expect a run here from Blevins. Get that chunk even easier to get on 3rd down.
2nd and 5 from the 19.
5:08 remains in the first. Comets now in the Cardinal red zone. 2nd and 5. Snap to Brown, handoff to Blevins. Lunges forward near the first down marker, but will be marked down about a foot short. So 3rd and inches here for the Comets.
Yeah, Chase Blevins, as I said before, a really elusive runner, and he's a wide receiver, but they've put him in the backfield, and he's just been really, really effective for the Comets. And now a 3rd down, maybe some trickery or something to get the Cardinals off guard here on a 3rd down, or they just go to Blevins.
Third
One
and
on the
inches
bottom
now.
side.
McMain's the tight end in motion, likely going to be a run as the handoff to Blevins finds a hole and charges forward for a 2-yard pickup, but that's all he needed to pick up the first down.
Yeah, good job there from the Comets of just moving the chains any way you can. Just get yourself more time to conduct your offense. And we got 4 minutes left in this first quarter. We'll see if they decide to take a shot or just go and take it down with their running back, Chase Blevins.
4:04 left in the first. Adesanya is the back in the I formation. Billhorn in motion. There'll be a handoff to Tammy Adesanya. Only picks up 1 on the carry.
About 3.5 here to go in this first quarter. Quinn Brown again at the quarterback position. Good to see him out there. Liam McManus will sub into the game. The defensive end, he had a couple touchdowns a couple weeks ago, is also a threat at the tight end position and also gives you an extra blocker for a run play.
One-on-one on the outside here for Braden Greer. Might see the Comets take a shot. But it'll be a handoff to Adesanya. Cardinals defensive line doing a pretty good job stuffing the run here. Haven't given up a big run yet. Adesanya picks up 2 yards on the carry.
With this position, it looks like the Comets are just playing it safe, doing very basic stuff, running up the middle. 3rd and long here. See if they'll go with a little screen pass or if they'll go for the end zone. We've seen a lot of one-on-one matchups, especially on the outside in this drive.
Pretty condensed formation here for the Comets. Billhorn, Dunn, and Greer will be the receivers from your right to left. Billhorn in motion. Chase Blevins goes out, but Brown trying to find an open receiver, takes a big hit near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like he had his man out of the backfield, but it looks like Chase Blevins, he didn't see him quick enough, and it looks like the Comets are going to have to hold for 3, but a very reliable kicker, the sophomore Max Gogol, up to attempt 3 points to make it 10-0.
Yeah, that was a nice little halfback wheel route there. Chase Blevins just wasn't looking, but good play designed by the Comets. So Gogol will attempt the 30-yard field goal. Greer holds it. And the kick is no good. Sails off to the right. So I think it had a little announcer's jinx there, Isaac.
Yeah, a little bit of a missed opportunity there for the Comets. When you get all these opportunities, 2 interceptions early, and it's just the first quarter, you got to capitalize, especially against a team that's been struggling all year long. 0-6 record of the Colerain Cardinals. But we'll see what comes here in this 4th possession. 2 interceptions and a punt for the Cardinals, and see if they can get anything going on this offensive end.
.134 left in the first. As Billups. Reverse play there as Lofton takes the ball, but the Comets do a nice job of containing it there for a 6-yard loss.
Actually, loose.
Yeah, ball's loose at the end of the play. The Comets are pointing towards the right, and it will be Comet possession. So 3 forced turnovers from the Comets already here in this first quarter. We've still got a minute and a half left.
Yeah, something you don't see every day. 3 turnovers is not very what you don't see in the first quarter a lot of the time, but especially the way that's happened, just 2 miscues from interceptions, and then just on the first play some trickery and just trying to do too much as a fumble goes there. So another opportunity here for the Comets at the 15. And if you're a Comets fan, they've won the last couple of games. They got to execute here.
Yeah, the Comets are going to be disappointed if they don't punch in 6 here. Starting off in the red zone at the 19. As Brown will line up under center, Blevins behind him. Brown takes a shot to Braden Greer in the corner of the end zone. And it's going to be a touchdown for the senior Braden Greer. A beautiful back shoulder fade there, a little bit underthrown, but Braden Greer does a nice job adjusting for, I believe, his first touchdown of the year.
Yeah, with these opportunities, you need to get your skilled players more confidence in that. I love the play call there. One-on-one on the outside. Let Braden Greer, he's had a rough year going so far in his senior year, and to get him going, his first touchdown, especially on a lob like that, all receivers like that, especially there. Make it 14-0 lead early for the Comets in the first.
Max Gogol will attempt to redeem himself here after that missed field goal for the extra point attempt, and he knocks it through with authority. So 14-0 the score here at Cardinal Stadium with a little over a minute left in this first quarter. The story of the game so far has been the Comets defense forcing turnovers, and the Comet offense able to convert there on the first play.
Yeah, for the Cardinals, you can just see why there's a 0-6 record next to their name. They gotta get something going. It's just this Comets defense has been very, very good the past couple of weeks, and they just gotta. If you're the Colerain Cardinals, you just gotta get something going any way you can. They tried doing a trick play on that first play, but you just got to forget everything that's happened. You're only down 14-0, as bad as that sounds, but you're only down 14, and you just got to get anything going here. As Max Gogol will kick off to Lofton to get going. This fifth possession for the Cardinals with a 1:16 left to go in the first.
Gogol boots it away. Will be received by Cameron Evans, the sophomore. And Charlie Raymond will force him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the Colerain offense looking to get things going here. Again, homecoming night here for the Cardinals. Always a big game just for school and school morale. I know last week was Comets' homecoming game. They had that thrilling comeback victory. I had the pleasure of calling it with my brother, and you could just tell the vibe at school this week was a little bit different after that win.
Always a great time, especially Friday Night Lights. Couldn't get any better than this, especially homecoming.
And Billups going to take it himself on the read option. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Picks up nothing, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Comets here. Second and long, excuse me, for the Cardinals, and it just looks like they're outmatching the Cardinals. And Cardinals here, about 40 seconds left in the first quarter, and hopefully they can get something going here. Maybe go for your star receiver here. It'll be Billups throwing incomplete. A backwards pass. It could be a fumble, but it looks like it goes out of bounds beforehand. So it'll be a 3rd and long again.
And just another setback for Colerain.
Yeah.
As they turn what would have been about probably a 3rd and 8 into a 3rd and 20.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be, that backwards pass, just more miscommunication. Just 3rd and long here, 28 seconds to go for Billups and the Colerain Cardinals.
Sophomore Alex Brown will trot onto the field for the Comets. They bring an extra linebacker in the game, but a flag is thrown. Actually, they're going to say Colerain got a timeout before, so with 28 seconds left in the first, Colerain calls their first timeout.
Yeah, timeout there from Colerain just to go over some stuff. 3rd and 21. If you can get a big play here, it's really big. Just end the first quarter on a good note, especially how it's gone so far for them. And for the Comets here, you just gotta nothing past the sticks. You gotta guard in front of the sticks, and you gotta force a punt. And yep.
Also, we'd like to invite you out to the Colerain Cardinals.
Colerain Cardinals did lose to Lakota East last week in a close matchup. They failed to score early in the first 3 quarters, started getting it going in the 4th quarter, but as you can see here, it's been tough for them to start early in games.
Yeah, and weren't able to show our players to watch on the graphic before the game, but for Colerain, Sean Billups, the quarterback, second game for the Cardinals, had 30 pass attempts last week, like we mentioned. So Colerain really want to get him going. So they'll hand it off to Williams. Williams picks up 3 yards on the carry. He'll be stopped right around the 21.
Just looks like the play call there is to just don't take any risk. You've already had 3 turnovers in this first quarter. Just give it to your punter's hands and give it back to the Comets without any more damage.
Cooper Krieg will be back to punt again for the Cardinals. Done. Lined up near the 50 for Mason. And the Cardinals are going to let the clock run down to 0. So that will do it for the fourth quarter here at Cardinal Stadium. Mason forces 3 turnovers in the first quarter and converts 2 of those into scores, one of those being a pick 6 from Kyle Wilson. Make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the action here on Mason Sports Radio.
We are back for some more action here at Cardinal Stadium. It's 14-0 Comets starting this second quarter. As for the Cardinals, it will be Cooper Craig punting it away to Dunn. Dunn will let it bounce to about the Masons' 40-yard line. And Adam, Comets are up 14-0 early here, start the second quarter. What are you expecting to see from this Comets offense?
Well, I tell you what, I think Comets offense is going to be pretty conservative here. You had that 2-score lead already, a lot of time left on the clock. Quinn Brown, first game back, since that injury against Oak Hills, and they're really going to ease him in. I'd be surprised to see him play the second half, despite whatever that scoreboard says, even if they were down. Took a big, shot to the shoulder against Oak Hill, so I think definitely going to be conservative with him.
It will be a timeout from the Cardinals again, just more miscommunication, Adam.
Yeah, we briefly mentioned it in the first quarter, but last year when these two teams met in the regular season, it was a historical game. Comets first time in program history taking down the Cardinals. They won 32-6, and then round one of the playoffs, a much closer game, but the Comets were able to take the W 14-7. So that was a big momentum shift. The Comets had one of their best seasons in program history last year, and a lot of that was the momentum from after this Week 4 game.
Yes, for sure. As the Comets have a 3-3 record this year. It's looking to be the first time they go over 500 if they can get this done. It looks like, as of so far, it's looking the right way. 14-0 with 11:52 to go as the Comets will trot back onto the field. It'll be Quinn Brown with Adesanya in the backfield. Brown fakes it. Wants to launch deep, and that will be intercepted by the Cardinals. Number 12, Jaden Stevens, the senior. And there it is. The Cardinals gain a little bit of momentum on their homecoming game on their own turf.
Yeah, and just a beautiful read there by Stevens, the senior defensive back, and it's going to be a play he remembers, that interception on homecoming. But, Comets, offensively just, trying to get that arm loosened back up for Quinn Brown. And, definitely not the outcome they wanted, but Colerain's going to,
looks like his
shot on the field.
receiver was Charlie Raymond. He's really fast off the edge. Doesn't work out for the Comets. It'll be Colerain. Sean Billups will let it fly for his man. It will be Jalen Huff. And Huff diving to the secondary of the Comets. It will be to the 50-yard line. And Adam, the Cardinals are getting something going here to start the second quarter.
Yeah, just a nice, simple screen pass there, right to Jaquel Huff. And he had been playing quarterback for the Cardinals before Billups was back in. Cardinals going to play some hurry up here and try to catch the Comets on their heels.
If they can't off, it'll be Huff once more. Huff can't find much room to go. It will be their guy, Kai Woolfolk, the captain, will get back in the backfield. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, same exact play there, just on the opposite side of the field. Kai Woolfolk does a nice job of disrupting the pass from the screen pass from that second level. Nice stop there. Colerain has it inside of Mason territory now.
As there will be Greg Williams motioning now into the slot. It will be Billups by himself. Billups looking for guys. He will not find his man. Screen pass incomplete. It will be a 3rd and long here for the Cardinals.
Very important 3rd down here for the Cardinals. Be huge for momentum. They got to get at least 3 points on the board, but first you got to get 9 yards here.
Yeah, looks like they're going with the passing game. As we mentioned earlier, Sean Billups had 30 pass attempts last week, and he did pretty good with those pass attempts. So on a 3rd and 9 here, don't be surprised if we see the ball let it fly. Sean Billups letting it go and will miss his man. Intended for Huff once more, and it will be the Cardinals off the field once more.
Yeah, just a missed opportunity there for Colerain. Huff was wide open and was just short of that marker, but no Comets really near him, so he would have been able to easily take that for a 1st down, and it's gonna be a frustrating play for Billups as he trots over to the sideline.
It'll be Craig again to punt it away to Dunn. Ball is away. It's
very
a little
short punt.
As the Comets will have the ball on their own 35 again. 10:32 left to go in this second quarter. Comets will trot back on the field after an interception.
Yeah, and Krieg will only net 14 yards on that punt there, so the Comets still starting off with some pretty good field position. Not as good as they were earlier, but that was
yeah, it was miscues from the Cardinals, but again, see if they keep it simple, maintaining that 14-0 lead, as you said earlier, Adam, just keeping things simple up the middle. It looks like in the backfield it'll be Blevins alongside Brown. Brown with the pass. It'll be Blevins, not for much. A couple yards there.
Yeah, Corey Myrick does a nice job. Shot like a cannon out on that defensive back position, tripped up Blevins there and turned what could have been a very dangerous run into a minimal gain.
2nd and 8 here for the Comets. And it looks like
substitution for Colerain, so they're going to allow a Mason player to come on if he'd like. 10 minutes on the clock here in the second.
Brown gives it, and nothing doing here for the Comets. It'll be Billhorn around the edge, nothing doing. It'll be 3rd and long, and Colerain's defense looks like a little bit resurrection from them and looking way better on this defensive end.
And Cooper Krieg, we've seen him all over the field now. Defensive end, punter, tight end. Makes a big stop there. Blows it up for a 7-yard loss.
And after an interception, Quinn Brown looks like it's going to be another passing situation, something that the Cardinals would need here. A stop, another 3 and out. This will be Brown. Billhorn at the bottom of the screen. Will be Brown find his man. It will be done, but not enough for the first down.
Number 27.
Another opportunity, Adam. Is this a go-for-it situation, or you just run your punt team out there?
Yeah, and I think we're going to see the Comet punt team trot on the field, especially with that 2-score lead. But, you know, like we mentioned earlier, with Brown being their punter, the fake is always an option. Sometimes we'll even see him have that, you know, delayed punt, and if he sees an opening, he'll just take it and go. Otherwise, he'll punt it away. So we potentially see one of those, I guess, punt options.
Evans
here.
back to receive the sophomore once again. Will be Brown to let it go. A good punt. Evans drops it. Will pick it up right at his own 25. And a little bit of a break there from the Cardinals. Almost another turnover, which they've struggled with in this game early. We have 8:57 left on the clock.
Yeah, definitely a scare there for the Cardinals, but we'll be glad to retain it. Robinson falls back on top of it.
Yeah, and Huff, a guy to look out for if you're the Comets. You got to stop him. You got a lot of the touches last time out for this Cardinals offense.
And I think we could expect to see some more screen passes here on this drive. This proved to be pretty successful last time for the Cardinals. Pretty condensed formation here.
It'll be this sophomore cornist in the backfield. Alongside Billups, he'll get it. Cornist, the outside, nothing doing there.
Number 15, Tristan.
The outside.
And Kai Woolfolk has been on a mission all game long. We've seen him just in the backfield consistently. Noah Dowers teams up with him there for the tackle. But Woolfolk brings a lot of leadership at that linebacker position. He had big shoes to fill with Jake Bates, you know, now playing football at Ball State. It's Comets, you know, main linebacker last year, but this year, Woolfolk really taking charge and a clear leader on this Comets, not only defense but also team.
Yeah, young guys notable at the front. Noah Dowers, the junior sensation, and Juan Bates, the sophomore. It'll be Billups again. Billups trying to find his man, and he will. Number 19, Burton. And Burton using his speed and his frame to get more yards for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and Billups takes advantage of the soft coverage there by Raymond. And a nice 5-yard pickup there will make this third down a lot more manageable.
Yeah, lots of sophomores on the field there for the Cardinals, but Burton looks a little bit different than the rest at a 6'4", 170. Got to look out for in the coming years in this GMC conference. Billups rolling out to his left, trying to find a man. Kyle Wilson will guard it, trying to look for his man. R.J. O'Brien will not find him. And it'll be a fourth down on a punt situation here for the Cardinals again.
Yeah, Comets defense staying strong there. Big third down conversion, and Mason should start with pretty decent field position again. 8 minutes exactly left in this first half.
As will be the 6'5" junior, Cooper Craig, again to let it go. And a punt will be gone. And a good bounce here for the Cardinals. A better punt there for the junior. And the Comets will get it back at their 30-yard line, 7:49 to go in the half.
Yeah, and Brown's starting to get a little more comfortable. Again, really just trying to knock some of the rust off of him. Played well in those first 2 weeks, and he really used his legs to his advantage. Last year, played at that tight end position for the Comets, so not afraid to lower his shoulder and get his jersey dirty. Unfortunately, you know, that led to the injury, so Comets going to try to protect them more tonight. And big shout out to the Comets offensive line, as Brown's jersey is squeaky clean right now.
Yeah. And then we got Brown under center. We'll give it to Adesanya, but not after a penalty. It looks like it will be offsides again on the Cardinals, and the Comets again will get an early start to their drive. It'll be a 1st and 5 now.
Offsides on the Cardinals.
And yeah, they're always going to take a free 5 yards there. Adesanya was running with some charge there, found a nice hole.
Penalty.
Could have broke that into a nice run, but not going to complain about the 5 yards there.
1st and 5 for the Comets. Will be the same formation with Brown under center. Adesanya in the backfield. There'll be a flip to Adesanya. Adesanya trying to find room, and he will. Adesanya to the secondary. Adesanya down to the 30-yard line, and a big run for the kid. He hasn't had that many runs like that this year. The junior, 5'10", 215, definitely one of their power backs, which shows off his speed there.
Yeah, and don't be fooled by that power back title for Adesanya. He can move every now and then, showing off his speed there for a big rush. Huge momentum boost there for the Comets. Offensively, as he flips field position.
Yeah, and great blocking there from the Comets O-line. It'll be the same formation once more. Flip it to the right side with McManus and Greer. Brown gives it to Adesanya again. Adesanya looking for more room and plunging to the 30-yard line. It'll be about a 2nd and 5.
One of the things I love about junior Tammy Adesanya, he's never going to go down on that first hit. Typically takes about 2 or 3 defenders to get him down, and he turns about a 1-yard gain into a 5-yard gain there. 2nd and 5 with 6:45 left in this second quarter.
2nd and 5, ball on the 28.
Adesanya getting the reps at running back. He'll be in the backfield again. Same set as the last 2 plays for the Comets. And it'll be Adesanya up the middle again. Not that big of a gain this time. It'll be a 3rd and 4 for the Comets. In field goal territory, Max Gogol missed his first one, but he has the leg, and sophomore rising kicker.
Put down at 4, ball on the 27.
Yeah, speaking of sophomores, Jaden Brogdon, sophomore receiver, checks into the game for the first time tonight. We'll see him lined up on that right side of the field. Comets very condensed formation on that right hash right now.
Flipped it. It's Blevins this time, and Blevins will stretch the ball for the first down. The awareness of the markers to get there.
Yeah,
and it looks like, depending on the mark.
Yeah, we'll see if they give him the spot. It looked like from our angle that he reached the ball across, but I think they're going to mark him short by about 2 yards.
Yeah, it looks
not a great spot on the Comets side.
Looks like the Comets are going to go here after Blevins must have stepped out of bounds before the reach of the ball. At the 25-yard line, Comets just trying to move the sticks and keep the ball in their offense's hands.
Yeah, Adesanya's the back, and the fullback, so I'd like to see the Comets just run straight up the gut here, assert their dominance.
Brown with the fake. He'll try to find a guy, and he will. It's Braden Greer, touchdown again. Braden Greer, his 2nd of the game. And what a throw from Quinn Brown.
And they're actually going to mark him down right at the 1-yard line, and nice play call there. Catching the Colerain defense off guard. Certainly caught me off guard there. Beautiful play action pass. And he could have hit Kai Woolfolk for the first down too, but no. Quinn Brown was going for the gold. And Greer just falls down about a foot short of the line. And he's going to be disappointed about that one.
Yeah, definitely by the game he's having. Definitely nothing to be disappointed about, even if you don't get that touchdown. It looks like at the half-yard line here, Adesanya will be in the backfield again with Woolfolk as the fullback. It'll just be Brown himself. And did he reach over? He tripped on the lineman, and they're not going to give it to him. Oh, no, the other one gives it to him. Touchdown, Comets. Quinn Brown gets in the end zone in his first game back, and the Comets are up 20-0 with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, so he easily got that one there. The left official got that signal touchdown, and big momentum boost for Quinn Brown, scoring a touchdown in his first game back. Nice little QB sneak, finds the hole, and puts it in for 6.
Greer will hold. Gogol again. Gogol puts it through. 21-0 Comets early with 5 minutes to go in the half. And the Cardinals just looking for anything to end this half. Hasn't been the cleanest half at all for the Cardinals. Have to see.
Yeah, and if the game continues to shake out the way it's been here in this first half, this could be a huge win for the Comets. Got a little bit of a slow start for the Comets this season. They had a nice game against Gahanna-Lincoln, who is undefeated right now. And last year made it to the state Final Four, and that's a game that's going to get overlooked a lot. Even last year, Gahanna went 9-1, and Comets almost took them down in week 1. Made it to the state Final Four, but it's 10-6 this year, and even though they didn't come out on top on the final box score, that was a nice game by the Comets. But those second 2 weeks, Oak Hills, they picked up a win, but the real killer was week 3 against Hamilton, and it really deflated the Comets sideline. But ever since then, they've been fighting back. That big win on homecoming last week, and potentially a big win here in Colerain, Ohio tonight.
Squib kick here, and it's going to be muffed, and the Cardinals will get another break. And after it goes off the face mask, picked up actually for a good gain. They'll have the ball at their own 30-yard line with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, you're right. Ended up being a positive for Colerain, but very scary. It's the second, muffed special teams return. Luckily for the Cardinals, both have been recovered. So they'll start at the 30-yard line. 5:14 left in the second quarter. Comets defense looking to stay strong.
It'll be Billups once more with Burton in the backfield. Incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass for the Cardinals.
It'll be a second down, and the Comets defense has been flying around the field, Adam. It's been a pleasure watching them, actually.
Yeah, and Colerain actually going to be lucky. That was an incompletion there. It would have been a 1 or 2 yard loss. But, yeah, Comets playing with some authority, especially shooting from that outside. The defensive backs and linebackers having a day so far.
Second down for the Colerain Cardinals. Again, Cornish, the sophomore, in the backfield. And we build up giving it to Cornish, and there's nothing doing there for the Cardinals. Again, it's a fumble. And are they going to give it to the Comets?
I think they're going to mark them down.
Yeah, they're going to mark them down. Third down, another break for the Cardinals. And it just looks like there's been too many breaks to have an effective game on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and still a great play there by the Comets. 2 yard loss on the carry, and they're going to bring Alex Brown, the sophomore linebacker, in again. Javion Hendricks will come in for that extra
and Adam, I
defensive
think,
back.
Especially up 21 with 4 minutes to go, the more youth and experience you can get from that youth, it's going to be better. And it's sacked again from the Comets.
Malachi Reed.
Reed is there, and another stand for the Comets. And as we said before, they're flying around the field. Great defensive performance that Coach Kastner has to be pleased about.
Yeah, definitely. And Coach Kastner, his bread and butter is that defense. That's what the Comets have been known for, especially last year. Just a tough and grueling defense. And new defensive coordinator, Coach Kent McCullough, is just continuing that on as the Comets held the Cardinals scoreless tonight.
Back in his own end zone, he'll let it fly.
That punt almost blocked.
And they'll have it right on the 50-yard line with 3.5 to go. And we'll see if we see Quinn Brown here with his injury before this game, and especially up 21, 3 minutes left in the half. What do you think is the play here, Adam?
Yeah, and I think we will see Brown come on for one more possession here to finish off the first half. But definitely that second half, especially the way Cade Nashers played the last week against Middletown. Under a minute left, drove the Comets down the field 70 yards to pick up the win on homecoming. And I think that's exactly what the Comets are going to do. Brown stays on the field, but continue to loosen him up, headed into a big game next week against Dakota West.
Brown will hand it off. It'll be Blevins again. Blevins trying to find some space, 3-yard carry. And if he gets loose at him, he is a force to be reckoned with. He can run for sure.
Yeah, and he's really just a Swiss Army knife for the Comets. They can line him up pretty much anywhere on offense. We've seen him a lot at running back tonight, but started off the year in that slot receiver position, and the Comets can even put him outside if they need to. So he's definitely been a great asset.
And something that Comets didn't have a lot of last year with Chase Blevins, especially those guys like Kyle Wilson and Chase Blevins have given them the extra push when they've faced adversity this year. It'll be Brown again, looking back to pass, has good protection, looking to throw downfield. It has this man, it's Bill Horn. Bill Horn throws into the end zone, touchdown Comets again. What a throw there from Quinn Brown. Looks like he's never been hurt all season long, touchdown.
Yeah, and that one just a little bit underthrown. Throws it off his back foot, but launches it, 40 yards in the air. Nice recovery there by Bill Horn, the quick stutter step, and he walks into the end zone for 6. Pretty much, hate to say it, but a borderline flawless showing here from the Comets in this first half.
Yeah, a little bit of a mix of not stellar play from the Cardinals and a lot of great plays from the Comets. Results in a score of 28-0 with 2.5 to go. As Gogol will attempt the extra point, and it will go through. 28-0. Comets with 2.5 to go.
And Isaac, this is the most points that the Comets have scored all season long. The most they had was against Oak Hills in Week 2. They scored 24, and already in the first half, they have 28 points here at Colerain. So, really both the offense and defense just clicking on all cylinders right now.
That is for sure, as the defense trots out once again for the Comets. After the kick, of course.
Kicking off for the Comets, number 39, Max Gogol.
Max Gogol to kick it off again.
Back return for the Cardinals, number 14, Ricardo Lofton. Number 21, Ryan O'Brien, to number 23,
Lofton and O'Brien will be back to return for the Cardinals. And the Comets student section is hyped up. It's 70s theme for them today. It'll be another squib kick. It'll be a return here for the Cardinals. Not a lot.
On the return for the Cardinals.
Yeah, speaking of that 70s theme, pretty funny moment at school today. Black leader Ethan Mathis is in my second bell calculus class, and he walks in a little bit late wearing a full disco outfit and wig. Made quite the entrance, but pretty funny. You love to see the Comets student section really expressing the theme tonight.
Just a couple of GMC scores here at the half. It's Princeton 14 at Fairfield, and Fairfield has 6 points. D'Angelo Birch just had a touchdown to Houston, and there'll be another throw and just missed from Phillips.
Yeah, and that's a game to keep an eye on. Last week, Princeton, close game against Oak Hills. They only won 14-7.
Yeah, what a matchup that is. Fairfield has their star quarterback, senior Talon Fisher. Kid can move. Had the pleasure of doing that game with sophomore Daniel Panetti. It was a great game to watch. 2:23 to go in the half. Phillips looking to throw, can't find anybody, escapes the pressure. Kai Woolfolk using again his athletic ability to move and get another tackle. It's another third down here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, great open field tackle there by the senior linebacker. Phillips was feeling a lot of pressure from, Dowers and Reed. But Woolfolk does a great job of containing the quarterback. And without that upfield tackle, Billups could have potentially picked up a first down there. So big stop there by the senior.
And it'll be Billups here for the Cardinals. He's looking to throw again. Tries to find his man, and it'll be interception by the Comets, number 9. It'll be Estoesta trying to find some space, and he will join the party of interceptions. And he goes to celebrate with his team. Preston Estoesta, the junior safety, finds the way to get to the 25-yard line, and the Comets again with an opportunity with 1:30 to go.
Yeah, 4 forced turnovers now for the Comets here in this first half. We saw the pick 6 on the first drive by Kyle Wilson, then Ryan Davis with the interception, and now Preston Estoesta with the Comets' 3rd interception of the game. And the Comets, they're going to stick with Quinn Brown for this, what could be final possession in the first half. Jaden Brogdon again outside for the Comets, the sophomore receiver.
Hands it off. It'll be Blevins again. Blevins finding room, and he'll have about 5 yards. Oh, he's loose. Oh, Chase Blevins, touchdown. Are you kidding me? He just ran out of the pack and scores a touchdown. And I was looking down at my paper to see who got the tackle. And I just see Chase Blevins in the end zone. What a play.
Yeah, Blevins is a slippery player. And we saw his aloofness, 2 beautiful jump cuts, which would have been a 7-yard pickup, still a great gain, but just, fights through the pile and picks up a 24-yard touchdown run on the toss.
And the Comets pouring it on here with 1:20 to go in the half. Gogol again will hit it, and 35-0 is our score with a minute and 20 to go. And a game in which the Comets did, as we said before, beat the Colerain Cardinals for the first time in history as a program, and this will be the first time they beat them 2 times in a row, Adam, and just a great way to do it, especially homecoming, and a minute 18 to go.
Yeah, and Comets have a big game next week against Lakota West. Lakota West always one of the top teams in Cincinnati. Just some notable recruits from the Firebirds the past couple of years. Jair Brown now at Ohio State, Malik Hartford now at Ohio State, Ben Minnick now at Notre Dame. And this year, the Firebirds, you could say having a little bit of a down year still, near the top of the GMC, but freshman quarterback starting to get comfortable. But this could be a year where the Comets take down the Firebirds.
Yeah, a game that is going to be a great game. It is, as we said before, at Lakota West, so it's going to be a test here for the Comets. In a game here, we just work on your progression, stuff that you haven't done necessarily well all year. You just work on that stuff, and it's great preparation for Lakota West and for the Lakota West game next week. So we have a minute and 13 to go in this first half, excuse me. We'll see if the Cardinals just let this go and know they'll pass it. Trying to find his man, and it's incomplete once again. Trying to find his man, J.J. Huff. A minute and 9 to go. And Adam, if you're the Colerain Cardinals offense here, what do you think they're gonna execute here with 1:09 to go?
Yeah, and they haven't really been able to get the passing game going all game long. 3 interceptions. And, we see that 4-receiver set. I think they're going to rely on some screen passes here. We saw them break a few nice screen passes free, and that's exactly what they're going to do here.
And he finds man's Huff. Huff the biggest play for the Cardinals so far. Another screen and a big play there for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and they'll pick up a nice 15 yards there, and that's, they'll take that.
First and 10, Colerain. Ball spotted on the 44.
1:01 left in the second quarter now.
Cardinals just looking for points here to just make the zero come from their name. Maybe a couple 3 points. Looks like there'll be a stoppage before our next play, as we'll reset first down.
Looks like it was an equipment issue by Colerain, but play clock is running.
.59 seconds to go, 45-yard line of Colerain. Another screen pass. He'll find his man. Lofton, not much. Lofton, a junior, see him out of the backfield, but gets a catch there, not for much, but.
Yeah, great job flying to the ball there by the junior safety Estuesta and senior linebacker Woolfolk, able to contain that to just a 2-yard pickup.
Pass here, and it's going to be dropped by number 2, Corey Myrick.
Yeah, just throws that one a little bit inside of Myrick. Myrick ran a good route there, shook free of a few Comet defenders, just couldn't execute.
And another third down, as there'll be a flip. Alex Brown will check back into the game here for the Comets. With 30 seconds to go, see if the Cardinals will take a shot or if they'll just take it into halftime. It will be Billups looking to throw again. Billups finds his man, and that will be called an incomplete pass. Looks like it touched the turf a bit too early. Try to find his man Lofton.
And the punt team will trot onto the field. A little bit surprised we're not seeing the Cardinals go for this here. Even if they didn't convert, Mason will only have 20 seconds to drive 45 yards down the field.
As comes, everything goes well. It'll be a false start to push back the Cardinals a little bit more.
Illegal motion, Colerain.
As there's a bit of some arguing going on, but all the referees are discussing, maybe get a change to make it a 4th and 7. And just expect the Comets, if they get the ball back, just get a kneel. Up 35-0. No need to go for more points. Just take it into halftime.
And they're actually going to
It will be
call this one an offsides, yeah.
Offsides call on the Comets, and it'll be 4th and 7 now.
I think we could see Colerain go for this here. Only a 4th and 2. They're inside Comet territory. And we will see Coach Huber call his final timeout of the half. And I think we're going to see the Cardinals offense trot back onto the field.
Yeah, and Colerain looks like they are going to go for it.
We'd like to let you know to contact our shop group of Star One Realtors. We'll take very good care of you.
Just now tuning in, I'm Isaac Varga, the sophomore for today, and Adam Little, the sensational broadcaster, the senior.
Thank you. Yeah.
And
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I try my best.
I don't know, man. We got 24 seconds to go here in the half. And Adam, if you're the Cardinals, what play call are you running up here with 24 seconds to go? 4th and 2 call.
Well, safe to say the Cardinals have just been out physically played all game long. So, if I'm Coach Huber in his offense, I'm trying to make a statement here on offense, and I'm just running it right down the gut. 4th and 2. All they got to do is pick up 2 yards, and they're going to go empty backfield. So, we've seen the screen pass successful all game long for them. We could potentially see that, but a 5-receiver set now.
Billups trying to find his man, and incomplete right through the hands of Burton.
Yeah, and Terrell Burton was wide open on that slant route, and it was Billups threw it right to his chest, but just dropped, and just a bad break for Colerain.
Yeah, Comets have the ball at the 50-yard line, as we said before. It looks like it'll probably just be a kneel to end this half. As the Comets take the field. And it looks like they'll be in best formation sports, victory formation, also known as the kneel to end the half.
I guess not victory formation.
Yeah. Just the same. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm playing with you.
With a couple of turnovers from the Cardinals, the Comets take advantage of it and hold a 35-0 lead going into the second half. We'll take a break for halftime, and we'll see you on the other side. 35 Comets, 0 Cardinals at halftime. We are live back at Cardinals Stadium for the second half. The Comets are up 35 against the Colerain Cardinals. And Adam, what are you expecting for the second half?
Well, we saw the surprise return of Quinn Brown. Was cleared a little bit early. He was expected to be out the whole year at quarterback with that separated shoulder. And Colerain's going to start with an onside kick, but it didn't make it 10 yards. So I think we're going to see a flag.
It looks like the Comets didn't pick it up, so it might have reached 10 yards. They're going to check. The officials are going to check it over.
Yeah, so unless a Comet defender accidentally touched the ball, it should be Comet possession because he started off at the 40 and it was recovered at the 48.
The Cardinals are not giving in here to start this game.
They are going to drop the flag.
Comets will get the ball in plus territory.
But I tell you what, I like the move there by Coach Carl Heber. Down big, and it might as well start the second half off strong. But back to what we were saying, Quinn Brown back after that shoulder injury was expected to be sidelined, the whole regular season, but he's back here in week 7. Comets eased him in, and I don't even know if easing him in is the right word because they absolutely lit it up. 35 points in the first half. One of those being a pick 6 by Kyle Wilson. They're the Comets' first score of the game, and really the story of the first half was the Comets turning great defense and converting that into solid offense and punching it in for 6.
Yeah, Quinn Brown looked really, really good in that first half. One of the best halves I've seen him play, but it will be Caden Asher's to start this second half as expected.
Yeah, and I tell you what, especially the way he played last week against Middletown, led the Comets to victory on their homecoming night against Middletown, and Asher he should be playing with some swagger, headed into the second half here with the way he played when he was last on the field.
He is a junior, so next year when Quinn Brown graduates, he will most likely be the main guy. Caden Asher, you could see his poise in that last quarter yesterday.
Yeah, and that was the thing with Asher. It looked a little bit, discombobulated those first few weeks he was in, but really settled in last week and had a strong showing.
As we wait to get started for the second half. It'll be Ashers and Adesanya to start in the backfield.
And I think there appears to be some issues with the clock. Right now it's 9:32.
Clock is at 12 minutes when it starts, so it should be realistically around the 11:45 mark, maybe 11:50 mark.
Yeah, and Comets should have a running clock here.
I heard it. Let me ask her, Mark.
But still some confusion on the sideline. Coach Heber talking with the officials, and not 100% sure on the ruling. They will reset it to 11:04. Next, you want it to be 11:40.
To change the clock.
We got 11:40 on the clock.
11:40. As the Comets will get it in Colerain territory at the 49-yard line as we get going. It'll be Adesanya and Ashers in the backfield. It'll be Ashers with the pass. He'll find his man. He still holds on to his first of the season. Not a lot of playing time, but shows he can get some going for the Comets.
And how about that that catch there by the senior Jun Hee Chu, his first ever varsity play, turns into a first down on the bobbled screen pass, and there's going to be a flag on the field. I believe it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Colerain. It's either
Sideline warning.
or a sideline warning. Say Coach Hubert fired up about something. But, you know, the senior.
And it looks like the Comets are looking to keep their offense the same, nothing different with like a run. It'll be Ashers and Adesanya again in the backfield. Ashers this time will hand it off. Adesanya trying to find room. We'll have a couple.
Yeah, and you mentioned, you know, some of those underclassmen in the game for the Comets. Jaden Brogdon, we saw him earlier. But also, you know, in the game, Junhee Chu, Grant O'Connor, the sophomore, and Ethan Jordan, the junior slot receiver, checking into the game as well.
Yeah, all big wide receivers, all young guys that it's great to see that they're getting experience out there in a GMC atmosphere. Even if it's not a close game, it's great to see those guys in the game. Ashers, again with Adesanya. It'll be a read option. We'll give it to Adesanya. Adesanya showing off his speed. Can't find much. Will be a 3rd and short here for the Comets.
Yeah, nice read, nice bounce outside by Adesanya. Known for the power back, but he can bounce outside if he needs to. Picks up about 4 on the carry.
5007904. Split the clock ticket number 5007904.
There's 9:15 on the clock. 3rd down for the Comets.
15 minutes to pick up your money for the split the pot. 5007904.
Ashers and Adesanya. Ashers will fake the hand and will get lit up, but will charge forward. It will be a close marking. It'll be a little bit short, but great persistence there from Ashers to make it a close 4th down.
Yeah, Ashers read option there. Takes a big hit, but doesn't phase him. And on the tackle for Colerain, Caden Davis. And for Comet fans, might be a bit of a familiar name. Caden Davis graduated last year for the Comets. Now walking on at Ohio State. Different Caden Davis made the tackle, but, you know, familiar name being called here.
No, familiar name. Called him a lot last year. Was an exceptional defensive end. Ashers and Adesanya again. It will be Adesanya to get the 1st down. He'll have more than enough to move the sticks, and the Comets are in the red zone.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Greg Williams, playing both ways tonight for the Cardinals. He's been their lead running back, but also playing a little bit on the edge in that outside linebacker position. That'll be enough for the 1st down for Adesanya.
7:45 to go.
Yeah, and that running clock certainly going to speed things up here in the second half.
It will be Adesanya again, bouncing out to the outside to his left, and will take it another out to the outside, showing his acceleration once he gets past the blockers. Great play there, 2nd and short.
Yeah, 6-yard pickup there by the junior, and again, mentioned earlier, does not like to go down after, you know, the first touch. Took about 3 different Colerain defenders to take him down, and Coach Cash is going to be happy with the 6-yard pickup every time.
Same formation for the Comets. Ashers takes it, is looking to his left. And it's almost intercepted. Another break for the Comets. It's Myrick. Could have been 6. He was trying to find his man, Grant O'Connor, but just was not paying attention.
Yeah,
more miscommunication.
Yeah, big miscommunication there by the Comets. Ashers very lucky because Corey Myrick was going to take that one for 6. And I think he was thinking about the end zone a little bit too much instead of securing that catch, but big break for the Comets there. So 3rd and 4. Interesting to see what the Comets decide to do here. Adesanya in the back.
Be Ashers. And Adesanya, the fake, the flip. Ashers will take it again. He finds the outside and will have room spinning to the 1 yard line. Ashers showing his elusiveness to get into the 1 yard line.
Yeah, 2 nice read options here on this drive by Ashurst, and 2 very smart reads. Decided to pull it both times, and that time picked up a substantial amount of yards, and he'll get dragged down around the 2 yard line, setting up 1st and goal for Mason.
Yeah, definitely credit to the guys up front paving the way for these running backs. Adesanya in the backfield will take the handoff up the middle, touchdown, not touched. The Comets will score again. It will be 41-0 with 5 minutes to go in the ball. 5 minutes in the third quarter.
Yeah, and a high snap there, but Ashurst does a good job recovering. Hands it off to Adesanya, and the offensive line did the rest as Adesanya remains untouched as he trots into the end zone for 6.
Max Gogol to attempt the extra point once more. And a flag on the play from the Cardinals.
Offside, Cardinals.
I like to call that the Cranbone play. And just jumping off sides at the goal line.
And I'll give Gogol just another attempt. Get some practice in the game.
Once you practice all the time those extra points.
Penalty declined.
It'll be Greer with the hold once more. Gogol with the kick. Will be good again. 42-0 with 4 minutes in the quarter. And Adam, of course, the Comets put up 42 points, some of those on Cardinals mistakes, but what do you think the Comets have done best so far in this game?
Well, I mean, it's really just been it's been a team effort here. Really, finishing has been the big thing for the Comets, and it's something they struggled with early on in the year. You know, had some red zone opportunities, but couldn't convert. And the defense has done a great job of setting up the offense to get in those positions with great field position, especially in that early in the first half with those interceptions. Kyle Wilson took one home for 6, and then Ryan Davis took one, to the 30-25 right near the red zone. The Comets were able to punch it in. But it's really just been a combination of Comets defense turning into offense, and that's why the scoreboard looks the way it is right now.
Kickoff from Max Gogol. There'll be another squib as we've seen all night long. And it's muffed in. Will he pick it up? He will. And another break from the Colerain Cardinals.
Stephen McAlmont almost got there for the Comets, but lucky recovery for Colerain. And Mason, they're just going to keep squibbing it right at Colerain. They've had trouble, getting their hands on the ball, and Comet special teams is going to continue to keep their foot on the gas.
Yeah, Colerain at their own 20, trying to conduct a drive that'll get them in the end zone, or maybe just get them on the board with a field goal. 3.5 to go in this third quarter. The fake, he'll throw it deep, and he'll have his man wide open. There he goes down the sideline. He'll be with Myrick. Myrick, will he be caught? He will not. 80-yard touchdown for Corey Myrick, and the Cardinals get on the board with a very explosive play, one that they're looking for all day long.
Yeah, and Corey Myrick right there just takes advantage of the youth in the Comets secondary right now. Comets put Amid Garnett in, and Myrick just blew right past him. Nice throw by Billups, and we saw a few miscommunications from Billups and his receivers, a few crucial drops earlier in the game, but Myrick pulls it in and takes 82 yards to the house.
J.J. Huff, first time he's attempted one on the day, and it's blocked. The Comets special teams contributing
With 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third quarter.
2 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the quarter. The Cardinals get explosive play. Get an end zone.
Yeah, and Garnett redeems himself a little bit there. Nice play on special teams. He was flying off the edge. Almost got a finger on the ball, but definitely disrupted the kicker, and was part of the reason why Cardinals missed that extra point there.
42-6 is our score at Cardinals Stadium for homecoming. In the third quarter, some GMC matchups. Princeton 20 at Fairfield, and they have 6. And Adam, Princeton has been that team all year long, and it would have been the challenge of the year for them at Fairfield. Tough game, but looks like they've came up to the challenge.
Yeah, and Coach Andre Parker and his squad, they've had, I guess, safe to say, a rough past 2 weeks. They're the favorites to win. GMC right now currently sitting atop, and 2 very close wins against mediocre, teams standing-wise in the GMC right now. So they had a few big wins early on in the year, beat Lakota West, but we're near postseason time. So Princeton,
they're definitely one of those teams to watch out in Ohio. A lot of explosive players on that team with sophomore D'Angelo Birch. It's a lot of potential. And Colerain will let it go here for the first time. It'll be returned by Dunn. Dunn finds some space. Dunn trying to find all the way, and he'll fly to the 25-yard line. Dunn, what a play.
And that was actually Chase Blevins, the senior, with the return there. And a heck of a return there. Chase Blevins, we've seen him get it down at the running back position tonight. We've seen him get it down at the slot receiver position tonight. And now we've seen him get it done on special teams as a kick returner tonight, as he sets a beautiful position for the Comets.
The Comets get it in their own red zone. Start off this third quarter. 2:10 to go in this third quarter. And more opportunities with special teams and turnovers. Comets have had the ball in great position all day long as they trot onto the field. See if Colerain's defense can get a stand. As it looks like Ashton Schaaf will get a chance at the quarterback position late in this third quarter.
And a new back for the Comets, Gavin McDaniel as well.
It'll be McDaniel to the right. McDaniel trying to find space, and we'll have a couple.
On the carry for the Comets, number 25.
Yeah, McDaniel picks up 4 yards on the toss there, and that's been a play the Comets have been liking tonight. We haven't seen them, run those halfback tosses a lot this year, but especially, going from left to right, they've been making a serious impact. We saw Chase Blevins break one of those for a 25-yard touchdown earlier.
Schaaf and McDaniel in the backfield again. Schaaf can run. He will here. He'll find some space all the way inside the 5. Ashton Schaaf showing his speed and athleticism.
Yeah, Schaaf takes it all the way up to the 7, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and it's going to be a hold on the Comets.
Flag on the play. Holding Comets.
So that'll bring him back, push him back 10 yards. I believe that was on one of the receivers on that right side.
And here, Comets get the ball at around their 30, 25-yard line. We'll try to conduct a drive here. Schaaf. Schaaf and McDaniel in the backfield. It'll be McDaniel with it again, trying to find space. We'll have a couple, and that will conclude our third quarter as we'll take a break. Colerain Cardinals get a big explosive play They get 6, and the Comets have 42. The Comets up 42-6. End of the third quarter. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. We are back for the start of the fourth quarter at Cardinals Stadium. Ashton Schaaf, the quarterback, will have it. He'll look to throw, evading tacklers, and he won't have a lot as he'll run out of bounds. And it will be a fourth down here for the Comets. And Adam here, the ball at about the 25-yard line.
And I think we're going to see the field goal unit trot on to the field. Mascogle will attempt to redeem himself from the first quarter, missed that 30-yard field goal. And this one, a little bit longer. Ball spotted at the 23, or 22, excuse me, so it'll be 39-yard field goal.
39-yarder for Gogol. It's been good all year.
And Colerain jumps.
It looks like it. Yep, it's gonna be on Colerain, and decision time for the Comets will be a 4th and 4 opportunity here. See if they can go for it or just take their points.
Yeah, and I think with the lead you have, I think the Comets are just gonna rely on special teams here, keep Gogol on the field, and take the three points and send the defense back on the field.
Make this kick a little bit easier. From the 17-yard line, it'll be about a 27-yarder for Gogol. Greer with the hold. Greer with the hold. Gogol, it's up. And it's good with plenty of room to spare. The Comets get a field goal and go up 45-6 with 10 minutes and 13 seconds to go.
Yes, Gogol knocks down the 34-yard field goal.
will be
Penalty flag.
late hit will be on number 44, Alex Brown, sophomore. As the Cardinals will get a boost and a first down with about 8.5 to go.
15 yards on Mason.
Yeah, and Coach Casser not going to be happy with that penalty there. You know, you're up by 39 in the fourth quarter, 8:30 left on the clock. You can't give the Cardinals free yards, especially a free 15 yards, and that'll put them near midfield.
First and 10 on the 49.
First and 10 at the 49 of the Cardinals. Billups in the backfield will give it to 21 R.J. O'Brien, and we'll have nothing. It'll be Ryan Davis with the stop in the backfield.
Yeah, 5-yard loss there.
The tackle for Mason, number 17, Ryan Davis.
Forced by Ryan Davis, and what a game he's had. The junior outside linebacker had the pick in the first quarter and has made some big stops in the backfield as well.
Second down and long here for Billups and the Cardinals.
7:27 on the clock.
It'll be Billups again. He'll look to throw, and he'll have his man out to the right side. It will be O'Brien again. What a throw there from Billups. And as we said before, we've seen flashes of greatness from Billups. And that was a great throw right there to the right side.
Yeah, and again, Billups just takes advantage. Some soft zone coverage there by the Comets, and has a big pickup of 30 yards there.
Billups at his own and at Mason's 29-yard line. Billups looking to throw. He'll have his man Huff trying to find some room. Huff maneuvering his way to the 20-yard line, and another first down for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and that screen pass has really been one of the only things working for the Cardinals all game long. They've had a few nice, 10 to 15-yard pickups. Picked up 9 there, just short of the first down. But Huff is going to have himself a nice little game on the stat sheet with some of those screen passes.
It'll be Billups to his left. He'll try to find a man, and he will. Huff again. And Billups looking way more composed, more calm, looking like he is out there for a mission, trying to score a touchdown, down 40 points, but still trying to work on stuff, try to get their first win in the coming weeks.
Yeah, and the Comets, they've got some young bucks in right now, but just need them to play a little bit more physical as Colerain just driving down the field for really the first time tonight.
Handoff. 15, it will be Tristan Korst. 5:30 to go. We have a running clock.
On the tackle for Mason,
Yeah,
Nick Cravens.
Nice stop there by Nick Cravens. He holds him to
Second down and goal.
a 1-yard pickup. Second and goal now. 5:10 left in the game.
And for the
Continuing
Cardinals
to wind down.
next week, they will travel to Hamilton, a tough Hamilton team. It'll be a tough game for them as the Comets played Hamilton at Hamilton and lost convincingly. It'll be Billups trying to find space, and he's sacked again. It will be number 3, Tyler Dalton, the senior.
Yeah, big tackle there by the senior in the backfield. These outside linebackers, and really just linebackers generally, have been hungry tonight. Continuing to fly to the ball, and Tyler Dalton takes advantage of it there. But like you mentioned, Hamilton, but really been one of the biggest surprises of the GMC this year. They've had themselves a phenomenal year, proving to be a force to be reckoned with.
Billups looking for his guy. He'll throw it up one-on-one. Incomplete, but a flag will be thrown. A flag will be on Kaiser Wilhelm on the coverage.
Yeah, and Kaiser Wilhelm was just a little bit late to turn around there, and I agree with the pass interference call there. But I guess pass interference is better than a touchdown, and Myrick certainly has the height advantage over Kaiser Wilhelm. Wilhelm listed at 5'9", and not sure he's exactly 5'9", but Myrick listed at 6'3", so even there, half a foot differential there.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for Wilhelm. With 3.5 to go, running clock, as we said before, at the 7-yard line of the Comets. See if Colerain can tack on another touchdown here. Down big on homecoming. It will be Billums in the backfield by himself. He'll look to throw, and he'll find his man. Touchdown. It would be J.J. Huff. Has been the guy all day long. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Yeah, and that touchdown just going to help with the box score a little bit, but really the game's still just been all Comets all night long. And Colerain does a nice job taking advantage of the young Comets secondary, but you love seeing some of these young guys in the Comets getting some varsity reps in, especially in a tough GMC schedule.
McAfee puts it through for his second extra point of the day, and the Cardinals get some points on the board with 2.5 to go on the scoreboard. Excuse me, that was Huff with the kick as he scores and then gets himself that extra point. 45-13 with 2.5 to go left in this GMC contest. The Comets will take the field looking for just a run, just run out the clock and call this one a day. Great game for both sides, the special teams, offense, and the defense.
Yeah, and this really just was the statement win the Comets needed. This is going to be a huge boost to morale, from last week's thrilling comeback victory against Middletown to now, as it really just, punched Colerain right in the gut. A huge win on their homecoming. And got a feeling the bus ride home tonight, although it may be a long one, it should be a fun one for the Comets.
Yeah, the Comets with this win will be 4-2 in the conference. Will stay in 4th place because of Lakota West win against Oak Hills. And every week, Adam just climbing up the rankings in this GMC conference.
Yeah, and even speaking into playoff rankings, 16 as the OHSA football playoff was expanded. Now 16 teams make it from each region. The Comets currently sitting at 8, and I think this statement win could certainly help.
And it looks like the Comets don't decide to pick it up, and it'll be Colerain football. Maybe they're letting it go out of bounds. Oh, Brandon Dunn letting it go, and a miscommunication there for the Comets, and the Cardinals looking to add on, make the score look a little bit less.
Yeah, and look, Dunn was thinking that ball was going to roll out of bounds, but with the score the way it is and only 2 minutes left in the game, that's one of those you just got to fall on top of. He was hoping to get the penalty, but really wouldn't have mattered here down the stretch. And now it's going to set up Colerain with some beautiful field position at the Comets 26.
2:20 to go on a running clock here at Cardinals Stadium. Phillips will look to throw again. Doesn't have anybody, will run and will get past and run out of bounds to about the 15-yard line of the Comets.
Yeah, and a nice decision there by Billups to found a hole and took it for a first down. Ryan Davis, very smart play, just kind of forced him out of bounds. He didn't want to risk any type of penalty. Colerain seems to be walking backwards. I didn't see a flag on the field, but
looks like they'll get him on a hold.
Yeah,
it seems like.
Clock continues to wind down. 1:20 left as fans starting to leave the stadium. Ball now at
1:20 to go on the clock. They'll back him up. He'll be a 1st and 25 here for the Cardinals. Ball at the 35-yard line. It'll be Billups again. Billups finds his man. And that will be number 19, Terrell Burton. Under a minute to go on the clock. And here, Colerain Cardinals looking like their offense is looking a lot better in the second half. And they've been able to throw the ball. Maybe that's because the Comets have done a little bit of subs, getting their young guys in, but still something to look forward to. Billups looking to throw. He's trying to run, and there's a guy right there. He'll be sacked by the Comets again.
On the tackle for Mason.
Yeah, and
Number 17, Ryan Davis.
Daniel Kopak was the first man there for the Comets, and Ryan Davis was able to secure the sack, and that pushes Colerain back even further for a 3rd and 21.
About 20 seconds to go in this one. The Comets will get a win. We'll have to see the score on this last play. It'll be Billups. He'll look to toss one in the air, find his man, and he caught it. What a play, and he'll reach over. Touchdown, Colerain Cardinals. Wow, what a play to end the game. An exciting finish. The Comets will end up winning by 25 points, but something exciting there to end the game there from the Cardinals. What a catch there.
Yeah, and those scores in the final fourth quarter are really going to help the box score a little bit, and but big time throw there by Billup.
Yeah, the extra point will be J.J. Huff just for practice. If he hits it, it will be a 25-point deficit as clock expires. As they huddle up here. As there's that will be the game. No extra point needed. The final score will be Comets 45, Colerain Cardinals 19. I've been Isaac Vargo alongside my broadcast partner Adam Little, and doing the directing Daniel Panetti, and on the camera Savannah Libby. Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. Comets win 45-19.